Once again, welcome to Kaleidoscope. Anchor Insurance Company Limited is an organization that provides general and special risks insurance services in Nigeria. Let's find out how it all began. In June 1989, Anchor Insurance Company Limited was registered. And in October 1989, it was licensed by the National Insurance Commission (NICOM) as a general business non-life insurance outfit. The company commenced business in November of the same year, starting off operations from its registered office in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Later, for strategic reasons, Anchor Insurance joined its fellow underwriting outfits in Lagos with its corporate head office in Victoria Island. Anchor Insurance Company Limited has not less than 18 branches located at strategic cities across the country. The company has constantly shown strength and strong innovation in timely claims administration, customer experience delivery, product creation, and yearly bottom-line performance. The board of the company is composed of accomplished turnaround professionals from different business fields whose experiences have continued to ensure the organization consistently puts its best foot forward. All general insurance businesses by Anchor Insurance Company Limited include property insurance, engineering insurance, liability and bonds insurance, marine insurance, group personal accident, goods in transit, oil and AMP, gas, special risk insurance, retail and personal line insurance, motor insurance, aviation insurance, micro insurance, loss of employment insurance scheme, agriculture insurance, travel insurance, among others. Anchor Insurance has strongly reinsurance and treaty arrangements and is a member of international, regional and local insurance organizations such as African Insurance Organization (AIO), West African Insurance Association (WIGA), and Nigerian Insurance Association (NIA). Well, let's hear more from the CEO of Anchor Insurance Company Limited, who took up the leadership role in 2018. 30 years of thriving in the insurance sector. What has kept Anchor Insurance afloat?
As to professionalism, dogged and happy working staff, creating leadership within the system, giving them free hand to do what they know how to do best, with less supervision. That gives you the expression to excel, and that has paid off for Anchor. If you go around, you see our young working force. They are all independent, working independently for this company, which of course also has helped us in this lockdown time. So I'm very proud of them, proud of what we are doing here in Anchor. The human capital development is our highest asset in Anchor Insurance, and we'll do more.
So what exactly do you think stands your organization out in the insurance sector in Nigeria?
Prompt payment of claim. We've done so well in the last 3 years that independent newspaper recognized this and gave us the Best Insurance Company Award in 2019. We also had 2 awards from London and Switzerland that we could not attend. And we've done so well in the sense that we decided to expose this company because we found out in the last 28 years we existed, not much was heard about this company. So when I came on board, I feel the first thing you do is that people have to know you to deal with you. And we decided to come out. We had our generic advert on Anchor Insurance, the logo of who we are. Anchor Insurance, I wake up people every morning on channels and CNN. And that has done the magic. In the first year we came here, in 2018, we did 3.4 billion, which was a huge performance from where we're coming from. In the following year, we did 4.1 billion. As I speak to you today, we're on 6.5 billion. This is 2021. The 1st January, as I speak to you now, we've done 3 billion already. So if you look, we have done 6.5 billion in 2020, the pandemic year, which was very dangerous for everyone. But in 2021, first week of January, we've done 3 billion already. So you will find out that stands us out. And I'm very sure if there are awards that are coming, we will take. And we're ready to take. And we're ready to project this company everybody in this country, all over the world, should watch out for Anchor.
Despite the economic challenges in 2019, Anchor Insurance was able to bring out volume of business, which amounted to about 490 billion naira. That's about 15.5% in terms of premium. I mean, the sector's profit before tax, your assets, all appreciated. What do you think the organization did differently to achieve these feats?
And, when you see a system growing, you look at those behind it. We have staff that have knack for growth, who are taken to instructions. And as a CEO of this organization, I have a lot to prove. What will make us different is the question. But what we are doing differently, I will tell you. Anchor Insurance was the first to introduce online real time for third-party insurance in Nigeria. We have loss of employment, which is the first of its kind in this country. And some of these things we have done. So when we came, we found out that the only way we can grow is try as much as possible to grow the indices. What do? We fill the gap where we felt there was a gap. In our human capital development, in our technical department, and we increase our reinsurance to enable us have access and retain more businesses. And that's what we did. So with that retention high, we found out that a lot of businesses that we were not able to take at the time, we're not taking them. Our insurance is robust. I cannot forget the area of claim anytime you ask me such a question, because claim is a sacrosanct part of insurance. When you pay claims, people trust you, they believe in you, and they want to come back to you again. Because if you do business and you have a sour taste, nobody wants to come back.
I can't begin to imagine the volume of claims that organizations or insurance sectors in Nigeria has received from clients, from the EndSARS protest, the wanton destruction of property, to the COVID-19 pandemic. How has Anchor Insurance been able to manage this?
Well, Anchor Insurance is a microcosm of the entire insurance industry. It's a insurance industry based tremendous loss, either through the COVID-19 or the EndSARS. The first phase of the COVID-19 was very terrible, but we are happy to see that our reinsurance was very robust, so we didn't have much of direct shock from that. That's why there is loss, but we were able to survive. Then the EndSARS also came with its own, but we didn't have much to lose as well because our insurance was very robust. Reinsurance is a sacrosanct part of insurance. Once that is done, you stand on a good stead, and appropriate pricing and right pricing. But I want to ensure Nigerians that even some people didn't believe in insurance before. That has created awareness for insurance, looking at the positive sides of both pandemic and EndSARS. Because if you look at it, since the pandemic and EndSARS, the insurance industry has benefited from awareness. A lot of people do not believe in insurance. So that I have a client in one of the shopping malls who I've spoken to many years to say, look, there's need for you to cover the businesses that you are doing. She didn't see the need to do that. But when the pandemic came, she lost all that she has. Now, she has few things in the shop as that compared to what she had then, but now she has insured them. So you see that this is a lesson for everyone, that there is need for insurance. And I'm still using the opportunity to talk to everybody in this country, especially our government. There is need for us to have insurance. And when you consider that, please consider Anchor first.
So let's talk about corporate social responsibility now. How seriously does the organization take this?
Social responsibilities is a sacrosanct part of our administration here, because the community and the society itself is part of us. That's where we are all from. Well, you cannot be growing your premium sheet or GPI and not care about the society where you operate from. It's only a good mind that will look at the environment. It's only a bad mind that will look at the environment and say to help with them, because that environment is what all of us belongs. So we do so much for our corporate social responsibility, either to government and government agencies. So numerous, I'll mention a few. The Akwa Ibom State government, the PPE, we donated so many items to them, which we do regularly. We've done that. We also done to Federal Road Safety Commission for for their workers to help as they help accident victims and others. Then we also do to orphanage homes, schools. We've gone to set up a program for Akwa Ibom State and so many universities in this country that the best students of insurance would definitely come down our tutelage. Because when you catch them young and give them this responsibility, imagine if I was taught insurance at a very tender age. Maybe I would have long been an MD at the age of 35 or 25, as the case may be. But we need to catch them young and take these people off the street. And we also sometimes take journalists on road show and road walk, where we also sponsor their programs in terms of also telling them the society how to preach it, so that we can help generate some insurance interest among the journalists. And those many journalists are not insured. But we always preach this gospel to them. So there is need for every person in this country to give back to society, no matter how little it is. So ANCOR has taken CSRO as an integral part of its growth. As we grow, our CROs will grow. We have budget every year for CSRO. Last year was about 40 million. This year we are increasing it to about 60 million, as the case may be. If possible, much more. We're also planning to do something for, we donated to NICOM in terms of this pandemic when it started, for Lagos State government as well. We've done that and we're going to do more as life progresses.
You support social programs geared towards projecting Nigeria's cultural heritage. Why the interest in culture, and what's the experience been like for you?
Wonderful experience. A society that have forgotten its culture is a lost society. In ANCOR, we believe in tradition, culture, and our environment. If the culture of insurance, for example, is eroded, well, then we've lost insurance. So why must we lose our culture? Our culture has a lot to do with integrity, which is synonymous with insurance. Our culture also believes that environment should be kept tidy. And this is what we believe in ANCOR Insurance. Our culture believes in growth, and in ANCOR we believe in growth. So for us, culture is synonymous with us. That's why we have taken time to look and sponsor Emota. That is a program. If you walk out of the office, you see the emblem. Emota is a heritage of the Benin Kingdom. And in the next few days, there's a program coming up in Akwa Ibom that will also be we are interested. In fact, we are the major sponsors of that program. That has to do with the tradition and the culture of the Efik and the BBOs. The culture needs to be enlivened. A people without a culture does not have a history. So if our culture must stand, our history must stand, and we must all recognize where we're coming from. If we don't know where we are going, we must know where we are coming from.
Next, I ask Mr. Bose if Nigerians recognize the value of insurance and what can be done to boost people's confidence in insurance policies.
Well, before now, there's low penetration of insurance interest in our country. Like I said earlier, looking at the pandemic and the NSAS protests and seeing the losses that followed, a lot of people have seen the need, not because they are interested, but the need to do insurance, to have insurance policies. If you ask me, is it much? I will tell you no. But are we coming up? I will say yes. But the future, is it bright for us? I will tell you yes. Because if you have if you have a 2% of 100% in 2019, and there is whether minute or significant growth in the following year of 2020, let's say 4%, would that be called a growth? Yes, it's a growth, no matter how minute it is. But is that the kind of growth we need in our country, insurance fair? Absolutely no. Insurance is a cardinal economic pursuer or developmental agent to the development of those countries' economy. But here, the insurance sector is seen as the last subsector of the economic development. It's not supposed to be so. Why will government, for example, have a budget to rebuild properties that were burned by fire? It's absolutely ridiculous. There are budget allocation we make for a property that you have built that got burnt. Then why did you not do insurance policy? There's fire insurance policy and special burglary and all that. They are not taking interest in that. I call on the government because those laws are there, but the legislation is weak. The National Assembly should come out with a deliberate plan to make sure that insurance are accepted in this country. Look at, for example, the health insurance. It was when the pandemic came, they started releasing money for health insurance. But what does that mean? People have lost. But I commend them at least for coming up at all, doing that. But we should do more and see insurance as part of our life. Why would people go to bank today and we're asking for NIN number, a BVN number? You see, the bank, for you to go to the bank these days and do fraud is much more difficult. But one deliberate policy by government will catapult insurance to the highest level. It's not because I'm a practitioner, but we all need insurance. Me as a practitioner, I have policies that even if I misplace my shoe today, I can go for recovery. Insurance is so important that it does not make your life come back. It makes your life emotion, stabilizes you. The loss, oh, I have lost everything, is not there. It puts you back to the state that you were before the loss. So I will call on Nigerians to appreciate insurance and take it very seriously.
Your regulator, the Nigeria Insurance Commission, NICOM, has ordered a recapitalization of insurance sector. How is Anchor Insurance meeting these requirements by NICOM?
Well, the recapitalization exercise to us has come as an opportunity for us to increase our capacity as an insurance company. If you need to play big, you need to act big, you need to get yourself involved in a very big manner, and that's what we are doing. Before the recapitalization exercise came, the esteem board of this company has already approved the recapitalization exercise of this company. While the NICOM is asking for 10 billion, our directors has approved that we increase our capital base to about 11 billion. As I speak to you, we almost at 9.6 billion. We just have about 300 million to round up the recapitalization exercise. You know, it was in 2 phases after the first cancellation of the solvency margin. As it is today, we have done, it's about 50%. We already have a letter given to us by NICOM to show we have made the first phase of the capitalization exercise, only awaiting verification, which has not come. So before 21st September 2021, this company will have fully recapitalized. And we are very grateful that the board listened to us, our shareholder listened to us, and the staff is also very happy, because that will give all of us opportunity. Not just that we're having that opportunity, we're not merging, we're coming out all alone to keep the identity of the company, which of course will not be lost. So that is a milestone for us as an organization. And by the grace of God, every other thing will come to play and will remain Anchor Insurance where insurance works. That is what we are.
Where do you see Anchor Insurance in the next 5 years?
To be one of the best insurance companies in Nigeria, to be a company where people look up to when there is need, to provide that shoulder to lean on when there is crisis, to be a company where everybody desires to work, above all, to pay claim promptly and speedily. Having a company like Anchor in the next 5 years will be synonymous where people will yearn to have a taste, either as a working environment, as an insurance provider, and above all, create peace among families. Because the purpose of insurance is to create happiness, and that is what Anchor represents.